This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It is Monday, November 21st.
Well, police say a trusted employee stole thousands of dollars from a Beatty Chamber of Commerce safe to go shopping. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, they have arrested an employee with the Beatty Chamber of Commerce for embezzlement. On November 18th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to 119th East Main Street in Beatty in reference to an embezzlement. According to the declaration of arrest, they met with two employees. One was the chair-president of the Beatty Chamber of Commerce, who provided video footage which showed an employee identified as Sherry Pointer disarm an alarm, unlock a safe, and grab a deposit bag. Deputy Williams with the Nye County Sheriff's Office says that there was approximately $6,000 missing. According to deputies, they met Sherry at her residence to discuss what transpired. They say that they met with Pointer and she cried and admitted that she did take the money to shop. She handed back the bank deposit bag to deputies and the money and deposit slips, according to the report. At that time, Sherry was arrested for the charge of embezzlement and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. Deputies say that Pointer is in violation as being a trusted employee using her employment key and combination to enter the building, disarm the alarm, opening the safe, and taking the deposit bag with the money inside. She is facing one charge of embezzlement of over $5,000.
And an inmate is wanted by the Nevada Department of Corrections who has walked away from a work assignment. The Nevada Department of Corrections reporting that this morning a trustee did not return to Casa Grande Traditional Housing in Las Vegas from his work assignment Monday morning. Trustee Ashley Daniels was determined to be missing at about 5 a.m. An emergency count was done. Escape procedures were initiated and search teams remain in effect. Daniels, 32 years of age, left the work Sunday afternoon and did not return at the end of his shift early Monday morning. He arrived at the Nevada Department of Corrections back on May 11th of 2021 from Clark County. He was serving a sentence of 18 to 48 months for attempted possession of a stolen vehicle. He is 5 foot 10 inches tall, 185 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. He has an 8-inch scar on his right arm. His tattoos include LBC on his right hand, Cahill Camarian with KC in a crown on his right forearm, and Koisha on his left forearm. A retake warrant has been issued and local law enforcement has been notified. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Daniel should immediately call 911.
And the Nevada Department of Corrections has announced that today the Warm Springs Correctional Center in Carson City will close to increase safety and security and reduce overtime. The increase in staffing at the other institutions will improve their ability to meet constitutional and state law requirements related to the effective management of the offender population, they say. Decreased overtime directly improves work stress and fatigue, which will be a key factor in the improvement to the quality of life and retention of staff. Beginning in December, nearly all the offenders at Warm Springs Correctional Center will be moved to the nearby Northern Nevada Correctional Center without the loss of privileges or programming. Some may be classified and moved to other institutions as appropriate. No jobs will be lost and employees will not be transferred outside the region except on a voluntary basis. Vacancies at the 3 Northern Nevada institutions, Warm Springs, Northern Nevada, and Lovelock Correctional Centers averages between 47 and 52%. They range between 25 and 35 overtime hours per uniformed staff member per pay period. The department estimates that consolidation plans will save the state approximately $14 million annually in overtime and operational cost. That center was built in 1961 and operated as the Nevada Women's Correctional Center until 1997 before being converted to a medium security men's prison in 1997. News 25 will return on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920. Also brought to you by Battleborn Financial. Investing and health insurance made easy. Off Pahrump Valley in Calvada.
And welcome back. A man allegedly involved in a traffic altercation is arrested by police at his home.
On November 14th of this year, Nye County Sheriff's Office reported that they have arrested Brandon Bendel, who is now facing charges of assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of battery by prisoner, disobey peace officer, resist public officer, battery on protected person. According to the declaration of arrest on November 14th, deputies were dispatched to Highway 160 north of Winery Road, Pahrump, on report of a vehicle attempting to ram another vehicle. While responding, deputies identified both vehicles traveling northbound on Highway 160, in which the reporting party pulled over and the suspect vehicle sped away at a high rate of speed. During the vehicle pursuit, the suspect navigated into a dead end and made a complete stop. Deputies attempted to give verbal commands to the driver, who ultimately disregarded their orders and drove away. Upon further investigations, deputies contacted the suspect driver at a residence, later identified as Brandon Bendel. As deputies attempted to place handcuffs on Bendel, he actively resisted and kicked a deputy in the leg. As deputies transported Bendel to the detention center, Bendel threatened to fight the transporting deputy and others in the jail. After Bendel was transported to Nye County Detention Center, detention deputies requested additional deputies to assist them process Bendel in the booking process. As deputies placed Bendel in handcuffs, he faced additional charges on allegation of kicking a deputy on his shins. Bendel was booked in the Nye County Detention Center for the alleged charges.
Well, with so many viruses going around these days, you may be wondering how to keep your Thanksgiving gathering safe. Dr. Neha Vihas with Cleveland Clinic has some advice.
COVID, influenza, and other bacteria and viruses haven't left us. So before you plan that Thanksgiving get-together, be sure that you're immunized and all of your friends and family members who can be immunized are so as well.
Dr. Villa says some other precautions include having hand sanitizer available for guests and multiple towels for the bathroom. That way, everyone isn't using the same one to dry their hands. You can also space out seating so people aren't congregating in one room. When it comes to serving the food, you could do plated meals instead of a buffet and use disposable dishware and utensils. Guests who are nervous about possibly getting sick could always wear a mask or opt to stay home this year. The same goes for anyone who may not be feeling well. Dr. Villa says it's not worth risking someone else's health.
And don't forget those who among us are the most immunocompromised, the very elderly and the very young, who are sometimes unable to receive the vaccines to protect themselves. Be sure to do your part to protect them.
And food poisoning can also be a risk at Thanksgiving. Dr. Vihas encourages anyone cooking to make sure they're thoroughly washing all produce and heating food to the right temperature. And don't forget to properly store leftovers. News 25 will be back with your Save a Pet.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Hi, welcome back. Today we feature a doggie who we recently had on who really needs this forever home for the holidays. Pat Lemming introduces us once again to Becky, available for adoption at Never Forgotten Animal Society.
Today's Save a Pet segment is made possible by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society. I'm here with 6-month-old Becky. Becky is a lab mix, and she is very energetic, and she needs to be in a very big yard with a lot of people. She likes being involved in everything and with everybody. She is a black lab. She has white on her chest, and she has some white on her paws. And she is here at Never Forgotten Animal Society at 520 East Street, Suite C as in Charlie. We have a sign on our window that says we have kittens and you're welcome to come in any day. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. No appointment necessary. So come on in and meet Becky. She's going to be a very energetic dog, so she needs to have all that energy out of her by running and having a yard to run in. So if you're interested, Becky's adoption fee is $250, and she is spayed. She's had all her shots. She's microchipped. She's ready to go home. No appointment is necessary, so please stop on by. Our number is 775-537-8674, and you're welcome to come in anytime.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Even though the sun is going down a little bit earlier, still got those beautiful sunsets.
We have beautiful sunsets and a weather forecast for the week, your turkey week. John's going to have that update for us in just a moment.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. We made it through the weekend, all back in our places with bright, shiny faces on a Monday on a beautiful weather map to help us celebrate. Fernley and Fallon, kind of a dogfight for the Cool Spot Award at 40 and 43, but Fallon, you win. Congratulations. That never happens in Fallon. Carson City at 47, Tonopah, and Goldfield, Weather Twins. And look at this, it's like a double mint twin because Beatty and Amargosa stuck together at 62. Way to go, guys. Las Vegas, 59 degrees, out in Death Valley at 70. And here in the paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. It's 55 degrees. That's our current temperature. As much as 60 just a little bit earlier. The sun rose this morning in all its glory, hope, and promise for a new day at 6:26, and it's set this evening about 4:32. Well, exactly 4:32, let's just say that. In fact, all vestiges of the light are gone. It is dark now, and we are celebrating a low tonight of 35 degrees. Getting darn near frost temperatures, isn't it? Under those partly cloudy skies. Are we going to get a break from the clouds this week? No. Well, maybe Thursday. And isn't that going to be a great way to celebrate Thanksgiving? But throughout the week, temperatures in the low 60s, mid 60s. We end up in a low spot on Monday at 59 degrees with some wind kicking in. So there's another weather system coming along. But basically until the weekend and through the weekend, it's going to be pretty nice fall weather. Great time to celebrate. Get a little pumpkin pie in, and you know how you do. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Well, it doesn't look like a bad Thanksgiving day, right?
No, it looks good. And look who we have up with us here today.
What do you think, Tommy?
Our new news director.
I know, huh? He's thinking that it might be a good day. Everybody hears Tommy in the background on occasion because Tommy's really sassy and he occasionally likes to bark and challenge Haruka, who's in the studio here, to a play session during sometimes during the news broadcast. But usually they're sitting around here. He's waiting for Thanksgiving, which looks like it's going to be a pretty good Thanksgiving. And for those of you who want to know about the Thanksgiving dinner, the Holiday Task Force is at it again, and they're going to be having their Thanksgiving dinner at Nye Communities Coalition, and that's at 1020 East Wilson.
Right, and it's going to be from 11 until 2. My understanding is they're also still looking for volunteers to help serve. So if you're interested, make sure to get a hold of them.
Yeah, definitely. You can get a hold of Linda Wright. We did have a flyer up there. We will have more information on that as well. I will post that flyer on our KPVM Facebook page for more information on that. If you would like to get involved, you can even stop by Nye Communities Coalition at 1020 East Wilson during the day and find out more about volunteering. They do have a little bit of a training to let everybody know and a little bit of setup. It is from 11 to 2. Once again, if you would like to have your free Thanksgiving dinner, there is no requirements there. It's not just for people who are homeless. It's for the whole entire community. So come on by. It's lots of fun. I have so much fun there. You know, we do have
a lot of fundraisers going on.
We do have a lot of fundraisers, but we do want to say our deepest condolences. We had a recent celebrity that visited here at Hypno Comics, and that's Jason David Frank, who is the Green Power Ranger, and he is also the recent star of Legend of the White Dragon. He passed away at the age of 49 years old. I know a lot of you met him, and we're super excited to meet him here at Hypno Comics. And he unfortunately passed away suddenly over the weekend. And our hearts go out to everybody for this tragic loss. And of course, you can find out more online about what was going on with him. We do have, unfortunately, the same tragedy happened to a resident here in town, Jonathan Hutchinson and April Hutchinson, who are residents here in town. Jonathan unfortunately passed away as well, and there are 3 separate fundraisers they are holding at 5280 Mexican Grub, at the Hub, and also at Bearded Lady. And Bearded Lady has put up a link that you can also help with the final expenses for Jonathan, and that's to help out April. If you would like to join any of these, they're going to have a Friday night karaoke fundraiser on Friday, December 2nd, and that is to raise funds for her. If you would like to join that, that's at 7 p.m. It's at the Hub Bar and Grill on Bell Vista. You can join that one. You can also join the one that's at 5280 on December 3rd, and that starts at 5 p.m. On December 9th, the Bearded Lady is going to have theirs at 8 p.m. at the Bearded Lady. And if anybody wants to join any of these, they can get in touch with any of those. Also, they have little drop boxes to drop off funds if you would like to help April as well with any of the final expenses for Jonathan. He was such a character and such a light here in town. So, and he will be truly missed. But April has been such a person that helps out so many people in the community for so many years here in town. So, and with all of her fundraising efforts and all the things that she's done here. So we are trying to help her out.
Yep. All right. Well, before we close, we have just about a minute left. We wanted to make sure to tell everybody about the local BTV.
Yes.
So.
And local BTV is how you can stream our television station, all of our 9 channels here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. If you would like to find out more, you can download Local BTV. You can stream it on your app, on your phone, and any way that you would like to go to Local BTV. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen.
Good night.
Good night.